Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Playlog. This time we're going to be going through the Vanilla Dome, the third area of Dinosaur Land. So let us continue our journey. Right away we've got a whole bunch of swoopers and buzzy beetles trying to take us out, but Yoshi can easily take care of them. And here's an interesting thing. If you have the cape feather and you try to fly with the blue shell, you can fly by just holding the button. But if you have the fire flower like I do right now, you have to rapidly press the button in order to gain altitude. Alright, there we go. Let's head on through that secret exit, and we'll go here. We'll explore this whole side first, and then we'll explore the other side later. And this place also has 2 exits, so let us start making our way through it. And this stage is different from most others because it's actually a vertical stage. We have to climb our way up to the top. And we're gonna have to ditch Yoshi at some point because he can't make it up there. If I had a blue Yoshi, I'd be able to swallow one of the Koopa shells, and I'd just be able to fly up there with it. But since I don't, I'll have to leave him behind for now and go up these vines. And there's actually a secret exit to the left. There it is. We go into this pipe, and it leads us to where we need to go. It should be there we go. Charge and Chuck actually cooking footballs for once. Let's get rid of him because he was in my way. And that's what happens when you don't hit the tape on the goalpost. It just turns into a coin. And now we're moving on to the second part of the Star Road. And this is where we get the best Yoshi in the game, the blue Yoshi. And he's best because he doesn't have to worry about... Well, actually no. He can fly with any shell in his mouth. And that makes him pretty overpowered. You can basically break a whole bunch of stages in half. So as long as you don't lose him, you're pretty good. Alright, let's keep on going through this water level. And just a reminder, all Star Road courses have 2 exits. The first exit is through a pipe, like a pipe that you see right away, but the second exit is past the pipe. Here it is, see this little opening down beneath it? We'll go here, and we'll start going to the right. And there's our little keyhole, and our exit. Alright. And now let's get our actual exit. Well, not our actual exit. That was our actual exit. Let's get our loop exit, I guess, because the normal exits just send you backwards. Alright, and we're back. And let's just grab that thing, and we're heading on to... We'll just head back to the Vanilla Dome and... Alright, now that we have a blue Yoshi, any Koopa shell that we get in his mouth gives him wings. So now we can fly our way to the top. And we don't even have to abandon Yoshi. Whoops. Oh no! Oh no, get back, get back, get back. No, I don't want to lose you. I do not want to lose you. There we go. Alright. Let's try that again. We'll fly up to the top. Take things slowly. Almost lost him again, but thank God I was right at the ceiling so I could just grab him. And let's get on out of here now. And then we'll head to the top of Dinosaur Land. When I was younger, I always thought that the blue Yoshis were purple. I think it's because of like the limited color range of the Super Nintendo. And there's also like, you see the blue water in the background, and Yoshi's not quite the same shade of blue as those are. So I think I always attributed that as him being a different color from... yeah, from the water. Sorry about the frequent mental lapses. Anyways, this is the first area outside of the Vanilla Dome in the secret area. And we had a whole bunch of Koopas jumping at us and trying to stop us. And now we got a Spiny over there. Oh yeah, that reminds me, those other enemies in the caves earlier, the ones with the single spikes on top of them, those weren't Spinies, those are actually called Spike Tops. They are different from Spinies. These are Spinies. I don't know. And we got bombs over here as well. They're parachuting down. And I believe in the new Mario Maker game that's about to come out next month, you can actually put parachutes on any sort of enemy, so that's gonna be a fun thing to play around with. Okay. Grab that. Oh, that's right. If you find a Charge and Chuck just kind of sitting by its lonesome, there's a chance that it will separate into 3 other ones. And yeah, I don't get how it does that, but it does. Now we're done with this area, and we'll go on to the next area that is the only place I can think of that has dolphins in the game. I could be wrong about that. I think it's the one area where the dolphins play a major role in the level. But there might be a sub-area later on that also has these goggled dolphins. And technically speaking, you don't need to use these guys to get to the end of the level, but they make it a lot faster because, well, for one, you don't have to worry about the current that's going through the water. And 2, it's just faster going through the air anyways, rather than having to swim through the water a lot, as you probably noticed through a whole bunch of those underwater levels. Alright, now we got a porcupine fish following us. I can't remember his name at the moment, but he will persistently follow us throughout the course. And now we're done with this, and we move on to the first fortress area of the game. And these are not home to the Koopalings like the other ones are. They're home to Reznors, and I will be right back. That was close. Oh well. I'm already having a lot of lives anyway, so it's not like I'm in any need of extra lives. Alright, now we're here at the Vanilla Fortress. And let us raid it. This takes place entirely underwater, except for the boss fight, and those fish are called fish bones. And there's an exit down there where if you were Small Mario, you could go in there, but since we're not, we have to take the upper path. Be a little careful around there as the fish swims over you. We'll pick that up for the sake of picking it up. And watch out for the oddly colored spikes on top. The little nacho chips up there. Because those are the ones that fall. And then we also had those dry bones trying to throw bones at us. And now we have a bony beetle. Like the dry bones, if you jump on it, it'll collapse for a moment, and then it'll eventually put itself back together. But unlike the dry bones, it'll periodically put itself into a spiky shell position, so you can't jump on it. But at the same time, you can still do a cape feather spin into it and it'll take it out in one go. And I'm pretty sure the fish bones are, yep, they're impervious to damage. So don't try to do that. Alright, let's grab that just so we have insurance. And let's take out Reznor. There are 4 of these. All you have to do is get beneath their platform and knock them out. Hold up. There we go. And with that, he is done. And unlike the castle areas, you don't see any cutscene of Mario destroying them. He just destroys them right then and there. And then we'll do these next 2 areas leading up to Castle 4, but then after that we'll head back to the Vanilla Dome. And this is an auto-scrolling area. And thank goodness we have our blue Yoshi here with us, otherwise some parts of this stage might get a little more difficult. We can just fly over them now. Alright. They use this specific rendition of the Mario World theme in Smash Brothers? Oh no. Well, we'll be right back. This is very interesting commentary, isn't it? Sorry about that, it's just... I'm not too good with coming up with things to say on the fly, so I apologize for that. But... let's see. What else can I talk about? I remember these places used to give me trouble as a kid. For the longest time, I was never able to get through the upper path that we're going through right now. That bridge area would always stump me a lot. Alright. We'll grab that. Don't have to, but we will. Let's see what's on top. Usually, when you fly up in the levels, there's not too much up there to see. There's usually just like, whoa, that was close. Just extra goodies to find there. Alright, took out a whole bunch of them. And I believe there's going to be some wings nearby. No, that's in a different area. Uh-oh. Okay, we lost our Yoshi, and I believe this sends us backwards. Let's see. No, it does not. Oh, geez. Whoops. Okay, we're back. Alright. In this area, you just want to try to grab as many coins as you can. Again, really the main objective of the Mario games is to get to the end. You never really have to look for these hidden side passages. You just have to... they're just mostly there to help you gain lives if you're starting to run low on them. Alright. Hold on. Let's grab that. And we'll head on out of here. Alright. And now that we're done with this area, we'll head back to the Vanilla Dome and start filling it out proper. So I will meet you back at the dome. And we'll ignore that castle. I think that Let's Play curse is really starting to affect me this time because I've been making a lot more mistakes than I normally would. But you know what? They make things interesting. Alright. Hit it? Alright. Let's see what happens. Alright. So, if you didn't have a Yoshi or a cape feather, or heck, even the blue shell, later on there's going to be a switch you can hit in the red palace, and it would cause those blocks to fill in, and you could use them as a staircase to get up there. Unlike the yellow and the green blocks, though, they don't hold anything in them. Well, oh no, that was close. Okay, let's just keep on moving forward. Here we go. Now the path splits a little bit. Go forward, and you see that that's a dead end. And we're going to stick to the bottom path because I don't want to hurt myself just so that I'm able to explore up there. Okay. And then see the green switch basically makes this platforming area a lot easier. Whoops! See, I was expecting the Buzzy Beetle to just fly up the slope, but I guess it didn't want to do that. Alright, getting close to the end. Get him out of our way, and we're good. Okay, we're done with the first area of the Vanilla Dome with the normal exit, and this one also has a red dot, so there are 2 exits here again. And it's probably a good thing I lost my Yoshi earlier anyways, because this is a point where we can't bring him along because there's a vine up ahead, and Yoshi cannot climb vines. So that was unfortunate, but we just have to accept it, and we'll keep on moving forward. And now you'll notice these blocks over here. That means there's something under there, but we'll get to that a little bit later. That actually leads to the secret exit of this level. Alright. Let's just switch back to full-on cape. And we'll go to the left here. And there should be a P switch, but we don't want to hit that yet. We want to go through that wall of coins. Because that would have turned into a solid brick wall, and we wouldn't have been able to pass it. Now we've got our key, and we can get on out of here. Whoops. Okay. Let's just maneuver through those cheeps. And we're on our way to the Switch Palace of the Vanilla Dome. The Red Switch Palace. And this one, we just want to lure this Koopa shell into attacking all the other Koopas. And let's get in here, and we're out of here. And like I said earlier, these particular blocks, they don't hold any items. They're just there to make our platforming adventure a little bit easier. And with this out of the way, there's only one more Switch Palace to find in this game. You would think the red ones would hold the fire flowers, though. Like, here's how I would have done it. Like, the red switches would hold the fire flowers, and I would have made the blue switches hold the cape feathers because the blue Yoshi's the one that flies. The only problem is, what would the yellow block become? Excuse me, sorry about that. Heck, the yellow block could be the one that doesn't hold anything. That could be the one that's just, you know, exclusively used as a platform. Alright. Got rid of all of those guys. And let's find the actual exit in this level. Now we can go take the lower path or the upper path. I usually take the upper path, so we're going to stick lower this time, and what he's supposed to do is he's normally supposed to just charge through these blocks, but for some reason he decided to vault over them. So that was weird. Get rid of that guy. I don't really want a fire flower. I am just fine with the cape feather. There we go. Okay. Getting through all of these guys. Those guys are trying to jump me. Oops. Let's see if there's anything in here. Nope, just coins. So let's get on out of here. Alright. And now we're moving on to the next ghost house. The ghost house of Vanilla Dome. And thankfully, this one only has one exit. And I don't think there's too much gimmicky going on with this ghost house either, so we can just run to the end. Alright. Another circle of boo buddies. And we're just gonna run through this as fast as we can. Now we got a whole bunch of lone boos. They're trying to get in our way. Big boo. Yeah, these ghost houses aren't really meant to be scary. They're just more like spooky. It has that atmosphere to it, you know? And now we've got giant green balls of what I can only assume to be ectoplasm. And we can spin jump on those to not get hurt by them, but any other way we get touched by them, we're gonna get hurt. So let's bring this back here. We'll go in there, and there is our exit. Alright. Now the next area we should be going to is another underground cavern area. And this should introduce us to the blargs, and I will be right back. Alright, let's save, and we'll move on to the next area. Now we've got these little skull platforms. Jump on them and they start moving forward on their own. And if you see those little eyes in the lava peeking out, a blarg is about to jump out. So make sure to jump. Like the moment they dip their eyes back into the lava, jump. Alright. Keep on chugging on forward. I'm pretty sure this is already obvious, but touch that lava and it's an instant death. Alright. And that's to help us get up the pipe. And it also kind of teaches you that there are going to be hidden pipes in the game. Let's see if there's anything up here. There is. Alright. I think this leads us to another one of those 3 in a row bonus rooms. Let's see. Yep. Alright, we're just going to skip through this. Alright. That guy basically just knocked himself out. And let's get our pal Yoshi back. Alright. Now we're riding on these things again. And that's the whole deal with this place. We just gotta keep on following along the skull platforms and avoid any obstacles in our way. Also, if you, for whatever reason, ditch Yoshi and he falls into the lava, he will slowly sink into it. And that cannot be a good feeling. That should serve to make you feel guilty for abandoning your dino pal. Alright. Now we've got actual piranha plants. Like normal piranha plants that actually grow from pipes and they actually have a stalk to them. Alright. I'm just gonna stop going through the tape now. We've seen the bonus room enough. And let's go to the final area of this section of Dinosaur Land. And now we've got bullet bills trying to take us out. And I'm not really sure what these are. They look like giant vegetables. But either way, we gotta be aware of these bullet bills flying at us. Also, I'm not really sure what to make of this background. I think it's a night, like those things on the bottom. I think those are supposed to be mountains, and it's nighttime right now. But I'm not even entirely sure of that. All I know is I like the aesthetic. Alright, if now that happens, so now we have to be really on our toes. Alright, do any of these lead anywhere? I'm gonna assume this one does. Here we go. Another skull platform section. And we're just grabbing the coins as they come along. And there's not too much to this. Oh no. Oh no. It tricked me. I did. Oh no. Well, I'm sorry, Yoshi. Okay. So, I learned something. You don't go into that pipe if you have a Yoshi with you. And I don't really feel like going down that anyway, so we're just gonna keep on moving forward. Woo! That was close. Okay. Keep on jumping on the bills. And we're at the end of the level. And now we're going to take on the third boss of this game. I want to say it's Lemmy? Lemmy, alright. And now we are introduced to the Magic Koopas. And they can shoot magical geometry at you. And as you saw back there, they can get rid of the platforms you're standing on. So if you're not careful, they'll eventually send you tumbling into the lava below. And also, while they're making the platforms disappear, what's the word I'm looking for? Those platforms, they end up turning into enemies, so you have to be careful about that. Okay. We should be able to float across like this. And you need to be careful about these platforms because you could either sink into the lava and die automatically like that, or you can get crushed by the moving platforms, which will also result in a life lost. And we got a whole bunch of potobos trying to throw our timing off. Don't really want that mushroom. I can just keep moving forward. And I'm not going to take the risk to jump across. I'm going to wait for that to keep on rising. And it's a good thing I didn't take that risk. Alright, we should be getting close to the end of this castle. And with Lemmy, when you go into his boss room, there's going to be a whole bunch of pipes. And what you want to do is, there'll be 3 enemies that come out. One of them is Lemmy, and 2 of them are dummies. You have to jump on Lemmy, otherwise the boss battle will keep on looping. There we go. Let's just show what happens when we jump on a dummy. See, nothing happens, and you get the buzzer noise. Lemmy's not really a threat in this area. The only threat to you is accidentally running into him or being hit by the potobos flying around in the stage. But we're done with Lemmy, so this should be bringing an end to our playthrough for this part. Too bad we don't actually get a hammer like that in the game. But that's the end of Lemmy's Castle. And with that, we bring a close to the Vanilla Dome. And we move on to the Cheese Bridge. I cannot make these names up. This is the Cheese Bridge. And this is where we will part ways for now. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of the Playlog, and I will be back with you on the next one. Catch you later.